Hello, good morning, Sat Sri Akal, Salam, and Namaste Australia. You're watching Icon Media. This is your host Indos Noni. We are in a very special edition of Namaste Australia with Noni. We are with a very renowned author, wordsmith, and quite a storyteller, Mr. Chetan Bhagat, with us in Melbourne. And we are all excited for the event tomorrow. But before we get to the event, we want to just say a quick hello to you. How are you? And a very warm welcome to Melbourne. And like the Gen Z says, how's the vibe?
Gen Z says that here. That's the Melbourne thing to say. Why this school, man? I mean, I'm very happy to be here. It's a lovely place. I'm staying at the Crown Promenade, and I love Australia.
Yeah.
We used to come here a lot on holiday, pehle. I've come on work, but it still feels like a lot of fun to be here.
Yeah. So we're talking about an event that's happening tomorrow, organized by Nikita and Big Events. The event name is Motivation Matters. So we're going to talk about that a bit. We're going to touch upon motivation in today's age and time, and because you've been culturally relevant across generations. Like I remember starting reading with 5 Point Someone, and today in the generation of audiobooks and influencing, I want to ask the first question, which is, what is motivation to you, and what is your motivation?
Well, thank you so much for reminding me how old I am. But I used to think motivation doesn't matter because I was in a bank
Yeah.
and I was an employee, and we used to attend conferences like this where a motivation speaker comes, and I was saying, yeah, what is this nonsense?
Yeah.
These people are just talking.
Yeah.
What does it do? How can a talk fix anything?
Exactly.
And I was like, I won't get motivated. Try your best, So I came from that skepticism, and now I am, and I've done more than 500, 700. I don't know how many motivational events I've done, hundreds of videos on YouTube, and I think it works because there are now too much data I have. Like there's YouTube comments, they cannot be all lying when they say I've changed their life.
Right.
And I now know, because then I dug deep into
Even
the
after
science.
being creative, you go by the data.
Of course, to see whether it's because like I said, I used to think it doesn't matter. This motivation is all bakwas.
Yeah.
But now, and also I also read up the science on it, that we have narratives in our head. We believe things that I am only going to reach so far in life.
Right.
I can only achieve so much in my career.
Right.
I can only be so healthy. I can only be so much fit.
Right.
And once that belief is there in your brain, it's a story. It's like a narrative is a story. That story will make you see things a certain way, make you do things a certain way. That story will give you the habits you have every day.
Right.
That story is sitting in your brain somewhere, in some brain circuit. It is there. If someone has the power to influence you, someone has a power to tell stories and change the story in your head,
Absolutely.
you will become a different person. And that is what happens when it works. It may not work for everyone, because that's why there are so many motivation speakers.
Right.
Because everybody finds their own connection. But I'm lucky that a lot of people I have been able to affect in a way that I will say, I believe in you,
Yeah.
and I know you can do it, and I know this is what you are thinking, and this is what is stopping you.
Yeah.
That's a shift. Tomorrow's talk, and I'm going to say it tomorrow, that if you just watch the talk, it's just entertainment.
Yeah.
Just go watch a concert, just go see a movie. But there's going to be a two-step process. I will give the talk. You will change something in your life after this talk. Based on this talk, you will take action. You will do one thing different from tomorrow. One thing. Then it's powerful. Then it's a experience like nothing else. Otherwise, just watching a video,
Yeah. It's just another.
it's just another evening of
Yeah,
entertainment,
yeah.
watch a match. I have not come so far for that. And I don't need to come so far for that. I do this as my passion. My main job is writing.
Right.
If I do this, I better shake people up. So tomorrow, I'm going to change people.
Absolutely, we're looking forward to this tomorrow. And like very wisely said, even if one thing shifts within you by attending his event tomorrow, I think it's all going to be worth it. I have so many questions, but we're going to make this quick and as candid as possible. I'm sure everybody's asked you the book that changed your life, the book that you're currently reading. I'm not going to go to the book. I'm a person who lives by quotes. I love collecting quotes. I love quotes that change your life. It's something that very profound somebody said. So what's that one thing that stuck by you throughout the years that you still remember and you would want to say that, like a quote to remember?
Yeah, there's many, and I will talk tomorrow more. There'll be some quotes tomorrow, but let me just say one. Just 3 words, because if I give very long one, you'll forget,
Yeah.
and people will forget.
Yeah.
Life is uphill.
Right.
Think about it. Life is uphill. Zindagi chadhai hai.
Right.
Life is hard. Don't get up in the morning thinking that how can I make my life easy today, and then I'll be happy. If I have no pain, if I have no difficulty, if everything is simple and easy, then I'll be happy, and that's the recipe to live your life in a happy way. No, life is hard. Life is meant to be hard. Every morning you have to wake up and say, what are the some of the difficult things I'm going to do today? If you don't do them, difficult things will come to you. More difficulties will come in your life. Don't avoid them. Life is uphill. It's okay. It's like a lovely mountain, but it's a climb. If you want to enjoy the views, you want to enjoy the hike, be prepared to climb up.
To climb up. Be prepared to be breathless. Life is uphill. We're going to remember that. Just a quick one. In the early 2000s, there was a socio-cultural paradigm shift where the Indian literacy was literally before the 2000 was the highbrow literary books. And, when starting with 5 Point Someone, I remember, because that was my generation, starting with 5 Point Someone, there was a shift where the habit of reading came into the Indian audience, right? And today, where in this generation, now that we are a decade later, or, what is that shift that you've seen, and is there a pressure of entertaining the Indian audience? Because I remember when you started from 5 Point Someone, you would have just like you mentioned right now, you would have just wanted to tell your story, right? And is there a pressure to entertain the Indian audience now?
Yeah, you're right. I didn't set out to do something like cause a revolution in writing space, but people say I have, because after me many writers like me came. They got encouraged that okay, if he can write in this simple English and work, maybe we can, and some of them have worked as well. There is a pressure, but I had that phase of maybe 5-7 years. I felt a lot of pressure.
Right.
That what if I do something and it's not a hit like the previous ones?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've had so many hits, and if it's not a hit, then everything people will forget, and and now I think the good thing about getting older is that you stop caring so much
Yeah.
about all these things, and
It's interesting, yeah.
yeah, it's there are many advantages of being old actually, which definitely.
He's not that quite old.
I'm
Just
49
FYI.
years old. How
But
old
you're
are
giving
you?
major
You're like
fitness
probably
goals to
half.
the world right now.
No, it's all, anybody can do it, and I'll talk about that tomorrow also. But yeah, I think it's just whatever I've seen, whenever I do things from my heart, they become very successful.
Really?
My most popular books are 5 Point Someone and 2 States.
Yeah.
They are the simplest books I've written, but they are on from my life. So I think thinking about like, oh, will people get entertained? Oh, it's not a good way to look at it. It's too much pressure.
Mentioned in that movie, excellence ke piche bhago, success
Yeah.
ko jhak maar ke aage.
Yeah, and even that excellence, I have to just do it which I feel is good. If I like the book, it's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's
if
like
I,
your journal. Like
because
I'm
if I say-
writing it for myself.
because if I start thinking ki with everybody will like it,
Yeah.
you can't. When you cook food, you just taste it yourself and say if it's nice or not. You think like, will everybody in my building like it? You will never be able to cook.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree. We're gonna make it a little more interesting and engaging. It's the last segment of our show. It's called Would You Rather. It's the Gen Z game. I give you mind-bending options. Be prepared. Brace yourself, okay? But you have to be, the only rule of this game is you have to be really quick.
Okay.
Okay?
So
Okay,
you don't want me to think.
not at all. Like the first instinct that comes in your mind. Okay. Would you rather choose tea or coffee? I'll start with basic.
Coffee.
Coffee. You're a coffee lover?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was easy, but it doesn't get easy. Would you rather choose writing or influencing? Because just to add context, you are an influencer, because even before YouTube came in play, your books were influencing the younger generation anyway. So
Influencing.
influencing?
Writing is also for influencing.
Yeah.
So I write to influence. Now, when I started writing, there was only writing. Now, there was no social media when I started writing. But today, the stage where I'm at, I want to be a positive influence.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a more meaningful.
Absolutely.
Like tomorrow, I might change someone's life. While if I write a book, I can also change life from that, but it's mainly for entertainment. So
Good, you're making it easy. Love. So, because a lot of stories that you've told to the world are based on your personal lives, and I know that the importance of love in your personal life is high as well. So, would you rather choose?
everybody has high importance. Who doesn't have?
Who does? There are people. So, I'd rather.
There are people.
There are people. So, would you rather choose love or money? I see. I told you it gets interesting.
You know, I don't want to look down on money. I really respect, but
But if you're at a gunpoint and you have to choose love or money,
do I get to keep the money I already have, or that is also going and only love?
only love.
No, then money. I need money to
Oh
eat.
my God! This is going to be
You know,
sensational.
No, because see, if you are allowing me no more money,
Yeah.
whatever you have is enough.
Yeah.
That's still I'll choose love. But if you say I will take all the money and you only have love, well, I don't want to be a homeless person getting
so you're
cuddles.
not coming from a school of thought where प्यार से सब निकल जाएगी
Love
जिंदगी.
is not enough. No, it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's the icing on the cake. It's the cherry on the cake.
Really?
You have to build your life. You will have a lot of love in your life, but you're a loser and you're homeless and you have no money. What are you going to do?
So all the youth chasing the money, please keep at it. The girlfriends will come and go.
Don't they? I don't know. Boyfriends also. See, there is love is very important, but only if you are sorted in your life.
Yeah.
If you're not sorted, it's lovely to share life with someone.
But don't they say that money comes and go?
Money also comes and goes, and people also come and go. Life, then nothing is permanent. But if you don't have a life, how will you share it with someone? And then you'll just be clingy, and you'll just be like,
I like how you're practical with this generation, in today's generation.
maybe that's
That-
why they still kind of listen to me, because I'm just telling you, and I'm telling you from experience. To say, oh, I choose love over money because I'm a romantic writer. No.
No? That's what I thought. Like, he has given some amazing, iconic love stories.
Because you're taking away the money. If you say, okay,
Nobody
less
gets
money,
everything.
if you say less money, more love, yes. But if you say no money, lot of love, no, dude, no. No money means I'm homeless. I'm not being homeless.
Money is important. Okay, next one. Paperback or Kindle?
Kindle. Now I like Kindle now. Yeah.
Author likes Kindle.
Because I travel a lot. And
What is happening to the generation?
but what is wrong in Kindle? I mean,
You know
Kindle.
the whole feel of paperback?
I'm not in the paper business. I'm in the business of ideas and creativity and
And it
words.
changes with the
So
genre.
Kindle is still reading. It's a screen, but it's not a screen which has videos and all that. So it's still reading. So I think it's fine. I like Kindle because I travel a lot
Yeah.
on my talks and all. So I used to carry a book, then I leave it behind, then I'm can't
But
don't
is
wanna.
that true? Is there always a book in your bag?
I have a Kindle, and then that helps now because I have many books in my bag, and that otherwise what I was reading this one book, I'm halfway, then I forget it, then I don't want to, start another book, so it's convenient,
Okay. I've seen your videos. You're a lot into fitness, and I know that if you're a man of sane mind, you would also follow meditation. Do you?
I try.
So if you have to choose between fitness and meditation,
I try
yeah,
if I have to choose fitness
fitness.
for sure,
Yeah.
because meditation is nice, but it's not a must. You can, but what is important is your mental health
Yeah.
along with your physical health. A lot of fit people
Yeah.
are messed up.
No, that's all right. It's for the Gen Z.
But they are messed up inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is, guys with like this huge
Big
muscles
biceps,
and
yeah.
all, but they're like crying at night because she didn't message him back or whatever shit.
That's the true thing,
Like they don't have or they don't have strength to face the world. And I think your mental strength is also very important.
Yeah.
Meditation is one of the ways to do it, but you could do it in other ways too.
Good. The last one, it's going to be slightly more difficult. 5 points someone or 2 states?
5 Point Someone, because it's my first baby.
First is always special.
It's the only book I wrote without being famous.
Right.
It's the only book which is pure innocence.
Right.
उसके बाद तो हाँ अभी hit हो गई.
Right.
It's different. By the time 2 States came, I was established writer, but it's still very good. But I think 5 Point Someone has that innocence. It has mistakes. I never corrected those mistakes and all later on because I said, this is it. It's a pure baby.
We were in conversation with none other than Chetan Bhagat. We had such a lovely, candid conversation. Thank you so much for talking to us, everybody watching Icon Media right now. Just a quick last liner of everybody who's going to come tomorrow at Motivation Matters, organized by Big Events, which is happening at the Crown. What are they looking forward to?
Guys, if you want to live a better life, if you want to change your life, and if you're ready to do that and work with me, then come tomorrow. Like I said before, it's not just an entertainment show. It will be entertaining, but my real goal is to transform your life. And come there and you will see. I will tell you something that will change something in your life, and 1 year later you will say, I'm glad I went there.
You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned to Icon Media. This is your host, Indos Noni.